Welcome to CSL TV, and I just hope you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day. Now, if you're new to the channel, this is just a review, a reaction, as well as informational channel. Hopefully, you guys find the informational part helpful, and we just pretty much watch videos and talk about them. I just gotta thank the people that's been rocking with you, boy, because you could be somewhere else, but yet you're rocking out with CSL TV. And as you guys can see, a man was arrested in a fatal road rage incident, is charged in murder of a beloved Detroit neurosurgeon that was found dead in his home. And this is to let you guys know to be safe out here, because you know a lot of shit is going on. Nobody's been right since COVID, and we all in this world together. So as always, I don't like making my intros too long, so I hope you beautiful people are having a great day. Let's get it.
This story is tragic, and we have to warn you, the details may be upsetting. These are sisters Haley and Shelby Trumbull from upstate New York, described as simple country girls who loved animals and the outdoors. 19-year-old Haley was about to start a new job at a daycare, and 17-year-old Shelby loved working at a local farm stand. But that all came to an end one day last week. After they made a plan to go to a nearby amusement park, their dad, Brian, gave them $100 and told them to have fun and behave. But that night, when they didn't return home, Brian started to worry. He called and texted them, no response. Then he turned to the Find My Friends app to track their location. What he found would shatter his world. The app led him to a desolate stretch of road where he found police cordoning off a crash scene. He was desperate, asking officers about his daughters. One officer finally broke the news. One of the girls had died on impact. Brian collapsed onto his car, completely overwhelmed with grief. But there was more pain to come. He learned that a firefighter stayed by his other daughter's side until her final breath. Both Haley and Shelby were gone. Their car had crested a hill on a windy road and collided head-on with another vehicle. The other driver, a 59-year-old woman, was severely injured but survived. Just days before their deaths, the sisters had rescued 2 kittens, Smokey and Bandit, from a car window. They plan to adopt them. Brian plans to scatter their ashes together so they can always be side by side. The cause of the fatal crash remains under investigation, but so far no evidence of intoxication has been found. And as this grieving father struggles to make sense of his loss, he's left with one message: to tell your kids you love them and hug them every day.
And that's crazy. And my condolences goes to this guy, because I know he got to be going through something very terrible. Hopefully they found out the real reason of why these, beautiful spirits isn't with him today, isn't in this world today, I should say. Because, man, gun control, gun violence in our country, world is high. Car accidents is just as high. You know what I'm saying? Domestic abuse, just as high. But what's not being talked about is, why do people drive so fucking fast? Like, we hear all this week I've been hearing car accidents, you know what I'm saying? And where I'm from, this guy was walking. He got hit by a truck. The truck hit him into another car. Of course he's not here. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, man, why do people feel the need to speed, to do all this extra crazy shit? Think about if you out doing the right thing and then somebody who comes speed and hit you or run the red light or whatever, you know what I'm saying, the whole situation might turn out to be, and then you stuck in this situation. So y'all need to be more aware of your surroundings and how you're driving, because these cars is just as dangerous as a fucking gun. Or as, you've been in a relationship with a terrible partner that think violence is the key to solve things, to make you scared and terrified. And I know that this is a car accident situation, it's not the other two. But, I mean, it's up there just as high as gun violence and just as high as domestic violence. You know what I'm saying? These car crashes is up there. And, people are either not coming back from it, or in my situation, it's very messed up. Nerve damage, whatever the whole scenario might have turned out to be, etc., blah, blah, blah. Y'all just need to slow the fuck down. Learn the rules of where you gonna be driving at. That's all I gotta say.
Under felony indictment, it would grind government to a halt. She shouldn't be allowed to run. Okay, sure. There's virtually no doubt that FBI Comey and the great special agents of the FBI will be able to collect more than enough evidence to garner us against Hillary Clinton and her inner circle, despite her efforts to disparage them and to discredit them. If she were to win this election, it would create an unprecedented constitutional crisis. In that situation, we could very well have a sitting president under felony indictment and ultimately a criminal trial. It would grind government to a halt.
Now this is why you don't bash people, talk shit about other folks, because you never know when it might come back on you. And I'm sorry, but if you got this on the internet, and y'all can see this was recorded by MSNBC, as well as now this is the one who reposted this. So this ain't some shit that I went and put together. This is just something that they put together and put out there in the universe. And as well, y'all know the internet is a terrible place, because it will come back and haunt you in a good way or in bad ways. And I had to post this because, you know, it's a review or reaction informational channel, so you never know what we might see, what we might hear, etc., post, all that other shit. And it's just to inform people of how we need to be united together and stop bashing each other, because you never know when something might come up and you might mentally be in a different state that you was in before, and then you pass this type of shit come and hunt you. Now, I'm not trying to do this for no political reason or anything like that, you know what I'm saying? All we do is promote positivity here and try to tell people to be careful with how you talk, act, and all this shit towards others, because we in this world together. If this person needed an organ, I'm pretty sure if it came from black, Mexican, African, Asian, any other race that we have to share this world with was a match, I'm pretty sure he wouldn't give about any of that extra stuff. So I'm not doing this to bash anybody or none of that stuff, because I know how mentally people can be. Like I said, we need to learn to stop bashing each other, because we never know when our past might come to hunt us, or when we trying to be positive and do things right because we was in a dark space, when shit like this might come back to hunt you.